that we can only play what's in front of us, and we had to adapt that, and we had to make sure that we did put them to the sword. And I suppose in a way we perhaps would have liked to get 1 or 2 more goals earlier than we did, but we've managed to see the game out quite comfortably in the end, and it's obviously an important 3 points for us.
We were saying before the kick-off that they weren't a side under pressure because we think they've got enough to stay up, so the pressure was off them. The pressure was on you because you needed this win to get into to really mount that playoff push.
Yeah, without a doubt, and I think obviously a lot of people look at the table and just think that obviously it's one that we should just turn up and win, and like you've said there, they're playing with a little bit of freedom now because I think they've had more than enough to stay up, to be fair, and obviously they've got a good manager there. So it was important that we approached the game in the right manner, and I stressed last week when obviously we lost at Stamford that we needed to take 6 points if we're going to be realistic about this playoff push. And we took a big 6 points in the last 4 days, and obviously we're now going to a massive game this weekend. Obviously they're all big games, but we go into it in good spirits, and the lads have done exactly what I wanted to do in the last 2 games, and it's important, and the whole squad stuck together. I think we made 4 or 5 changes on Saturday. We made another 3 today, so I keep emphasising that the squad, if we're going to make the playoffs, then the squad is obviously going to be a massive important part of that.
And Malbon was out, he's been the talisman, the goal scorer, the main man at the club for a long time, but you've always said you wanted goals to be shared around the team. With Malbon out, there had to be, you banged 4 in today.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, listen, Malbs will always be, I suppose, the talisman, and he'll always be a threat at this level, but if you're going to be successful, then you need more than one goal threat, that is for sure, and we need goals from all over the pitch, and that's not just aimed at the strikers. Obviously Willow's chipped in with 2 as well today. We need to get goals from all over the park, and the best teams do that, and like you say, we managed to score 4 today without Malbs, which stands in good stead.
Well, both myself and Dave give Lee Williamson the man of match. He was absolutely immense out there, and for a guy of his age on a pudding of a pitch at times, do you know what, he puts a performance in, doesn't he?
Yeah, I thought he was excellent. I thought his all-round work rate, his ability on the ball, and obviously he's topped it off with 2 goals. For someone who's obviously 40, it's a credit to him that he looks after himself.
I said 37, I've done him a massive
favour.
Well,
I'm not sure, he might not be 40, that might be me doing him a discredit, but either way, like you say, he's obviously knocking on a little bit, so he looks after himself away from here, and obviously keeps turning out them performances in the integral part of the squad.
Now, you threw a little bit of a curveball because we thought you were bringing Ollie Jepson in in the second half just to shore things up in defence. You absolutely skewed us because he goes up top and he gets you a goal.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't really want it, because the trouble is, if you bring loads of defenders on, that you end up just sitting back and you end up just obviously waiting for something to happen. And we thought Jeppo's played up there for a few times for us, and we could use Kingsley's energy down this left-hand side. So with obviously having Jeppo up there, Cropper's obviously made a good run and slipped him in, and his finish was excellent, to be fair. So that's something that he has got, and he's another string to his bow, if you like, that we need players who are versatile, and obviously Jeppo gives us that.
Is that a case of things like a defender and finishes like a striker?
Well, he looked that way, didn't he? Because he looked really calm when he went through, and I'm not sure if you remember towards the end of last season, he played 4 or 5 games up for us. I think he scored 3, the more often than not they were headers, but he's a menace up there, and he works hard and he gets himself into good positions. So yeah, we're pleased with that.
Right, okay, so we've got within touching distance of the playoffs now, and thanks for that, by the way, because we tipped you for the playoffs before the season finished. So how realistic now is this? Because you've got games as well, haven't you? They've got a couple of sides up there that have got equal amount of games as you, but you can only win games, and it's what you're doing at the moment.
Yeah, that's it. Listen, obviously we don't want to get too carried away with it just being the sole focus, but obviously that is the aim and the objective, and we can only take one game at a time. And I know it's a cliche, and every manager you speak to will say the exact same thing, but you can only win 3 points every time you go out on that pitch. And obviously we've just took 6 from the last 2 games, so we're moving in the right direction. Like I've just said there, we've got another difficult game on Saturday, but they're all difficult. But it's a game that we believe that we can go there and take another 3 points, and it'll be a massive 3 points for us, because it's one that's a team that's in and around us as well.
I'm just wondering what the price is on a league go up as champions and you go up through the playoffs.
Well, listen, it'd be nice for Staffordshire, that is for sure, and obviously Leek are going all guns blazing, to be fair, and every time I see them, obviously they just keep turning out results, and they've forgotten how to lose, and it's a good habit to be in, and I've said that to our lads at numerous stages this season, that winning football matches becomes a habit, and we want to try and replicate that, and obviously we've done that in the last 2 games.
Thanks for joining us. Absolutely immense performance, every man there today. We've really enjoyed it.
Thanks a lot.